Hello, everybody. Good morning. Ugh, my throat sounds weird. There we go. Ugh, that's a great way to start. Hi, everyone. Good morning. That is not what I wanted to put on the screen. That's what I wanted to put on the screen. Let's get this stream going.
I'm not as bad as I look. Really. Stop walking away.
Okay. So, hi. We're gonna play some Diablo, some Diablo 3. As we continue to look at the Butcher as a character as he has appeared. This is gonna be incredibly distracting, watching my stupid little demons just kill themselves. So we should probably talk as we play, because I'm gonna just keep watching them respawn and then explode. Which, granted, is kind of entertaining, but also a little distracting while you're trying to talk. Yep. There he goes. So, yeah, we're taking a look at the Butcher, who just recently got added to Heroes of the Storm. And I want to say about a week ago, I took a look at kind of the ideal version of the Butcher, we'll say. And I alluded to a lot in that video that is not the version of the Butcher that or that Diablo 3 has a version of the Butcher that I don't like, even though he appears in it. So let's take a look at that version of the Butcher. So, I don't remember, I guess I'm on Torment 5. This is news to me. This is my Barbarian. This is my seasonal character that I made for this season. This is who we will be using for our Butcher finding purposes. And I hope you like seeing a Barbarian spin, because that's kind of what she does. She's designed very much to be a spinny barbarian. And we're going to go ahead and clear this hallway that leads up to the Butcher. We'll fight the Butcher himself, and while we go, I'll kind of talk about what makes this Butcher kind of not my favorite appearance of the character. I don't think a lot of people liked this version of the Butcher. I wouldn't say that it was probably popular. So as far as gear goes, I guess I should show this, because some of you may be wondering why these ancients have been following me around and not going anywhere. Some of the gear that I have, if I can find it, there it is. The Immortal King set actually allows them to stay with me until I die. So I actually have this kind of permanent posse just rolling with me as I go. Also, if you see the characters jumping up and down, that's a trinket. It makes them dance anytime I do my Wrath of the Berserker. Every time that goes off, they'll just do a little dance for me. There we go. Paragon level up. Fantastic. And I'm basically just a whirlwind of destruction here. Lightning comes off of me when I spin. Good things happen all across the board. Hello to DG in the chat room. So, we're gonna keep looking for the Butcher. He's down here somewhere. Unlike the Butcher in Diablo 1, and we'll go ahead and say, here's first thing I didn't like about this Butcher. He's just flat out the boss of this act. So, whereas the first Butcher was kind of this room you stumbled upon to, and it was a quest, he wasn't a, you still didn't expect him. Like, you didn't know right away that he was going to be in there. Now you can kind of identify what room is going to be his, but, you know, it wasn't like, here's the boss of the act. And I think it worked better for the Diablo 1 Butcher in that regard. Should probably go ahead and put a point in Paragon areas. There we go. Just throw it in strength. Why not? Hey, a treasure goblin. Now I'm getting to the point where I keep expecting Deckard Cain to say, "There's a treasure goblin. You have to stop him." It's hard to find in this sea of people. In fact, I'm kind of relying on the map just to be able to tell where roughly he is. There he is. Come here, you little punk. Okay. Whew. This boss is actually dropping a decent amount of AoE on the ground that's actually hurting me pretty good. I must be playing roughly where my character is difficulty-wise. It's not necessarily a walk in the park once you get into these guys. Oh, I died. Alright, there it goes. Now there's gonna be a noob comment on this video too. There we go. Templar's very excited. Alright. Important stuff done. Treasure Goblin died. Little mini boss pack died. Yeah, it's how you... Chat is asking me if I'm supposed to die right there. Yeah, that's how the pros do it. It's strategy. It's a valid strategy. You know, a lot of people go through and don't die right there, because it's, you know, early in the game and whatever, but you know, you really should die there. You want to just prove that you're mortal. I really actually don't have very much of an excuse on this one. Before I could say, well, I haven't played Diablo 1 in like 15 years. Now the best I can say is I haven't played Diablo 3 in maybe a month? Maybe 2 months? I don't think that's much of an excuse. But I can try. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the Butcher. He's not as good in this game. A lot of what makes the Hero's Butcher is here. I mean, the Hero's Butcher looks like this guy. But you can already see, like, if I stand in the way of his attack... Oh, he got stunned anyway, so never mind. Like, if I get hit by him, he's not exactly dropping me like crazy. Like, I gotta move out of the way of his floor stuff. That seems important. He's got this big furnace floor, but, like, well, he continues to not actually do the charge. You know, he grabs you with a hook, he pulls you in. He does some Butcher things, but, you know, the other game made you just terrified of this guy, and this guy you just kind of want to stand on top of and hit. There's nothing really particularly terrifying about him. There's nothing particularly difficult about this fight. He just kind of goes and does what he does. Grunts a lot. I mean, granted, we are fighting him as a, you know, high level, has ended the game character, as opposed to, you know, a fresh, new character getting down here, but I don't know. He's still just not... He was missing something. He was a little too much of a boss fight and not what made the Butcher unique. But he does look cool. And I do like his stage. I like the idea of this furnace floor. Like, I think that's a cool idea. A lot of the moves that they gave him, though, when we get to looking at him in Heroes, are the same moves that he has here. They're just implemented differently, and it's the way that those moves get implemented differently that makes all the difference in the world. Because, spoilers, I really like how they did him in Heroes. I think he actually looks really, really good and comes across really well there. Yeah, the hook is very reminiscent of Stitch's as well. Which I'm sure is why that ability doesn't make an appearance. Oh great, the whole floor's on fire. Alright, well that was the first time that I actually was very worried for a moment. Still kinda am. Maybe he's not joking around this time. But again, what this has done is this has made the floor scary, not the Butcher. Like, right now I'm worried about positioning on the floor, I'm worried about standing in the fire, I'm not worried about the guy I'm fighting. Also, I can't seem to hit my potion key. Ah, I died. That's what I get for saying it was easy. That'll teach me. Hey, you know what? They say talking and playing video games at the same time is difficult. It kinda is. But I wasn't killed by a butcher. I was killed by a fiery floor. And that's kind of what my problem is. Oh, also I've been pressing heroes keys. Might help if I press my ability keys. So yeah, he's, you know, he's what he's gonna be, I guess. Oh, he still managed to hit me. He really likes fresh meat. Cannot stress this enough. Butcher likes fresh meat. Alright, here we go. Now we're getting to floor dancing time. And again, this is really kind of the part that is hard. This is the part that's frustrating. Is floor dancing, not fighting the butcher. He makes it more challenging because you have to kind of stay on him and keep hitting him, and running around the entire map trying to get away from fire isn't going to help that. But he's still not super challenging. There we go. He's dead. Fire keeps going just to make life harder. There we go. Healing well. Alright, so that's the butcher. We got a legendary out of him. Let's see what we got. Thunder God's Vigor. It's good, but it would break my set, so we're not going to be doing that. So yeah, that's kind of all he amounts to in this game, is kind of a really big boss fight in an arena, and it's a far cry from what we see in Diablo 1. It's very, very different. So I wasn't a big fan. I was plus you knew about it. That was the other thing, is, you know, if you pulled up achievements and all of that, you could see right under I don't know, I feel like this was displayed differently at the time, but like Kill the Butcher was listed right there in the description of things that needed to be done. Likewise, I'm trying to remember where it was. Maybe it was in difficulty. I remember there was some screen where it would actually show you the bosses. And I remember pulling that up when I first played the game and was like, oh, really? They really don't care about story spoilers. They just want you to know who the major bosses are in this game. So you kind of knew he was coming, so he wasn't even really a surprise, and then when he showed up, he was kind of disappointing. However, that is not the last appearance of the Butcher now. There is one more appearance of said Butcher, and we will take a look at him next. So, that's Butcher in Diablo 3. I died twice, so I think I died like 18 times in that first video. So I'm getting better. It's all improving. Yeah. Thanks for watching that.